Hello, and welcome back to Oscar Design. Today we are working on the bike. Um, so we are fixing the clutch because I ran the field and that blew up. So fixing that. What I'm just about to do is change the rear sprocket and front sprocket and chain all at once. And then may even put in the new 3D printed throttle tamer for the twist wheel. Let's get to it. So, starting off with these are ODI grips. Obviously, I've already installed these. I had major grip, throttle grip, and put these on, and it worked absolutely perfect. There's no slipping, and they're super comfortable. So, and they weren't that expensive. This is the 3D printed part. I got this off of Thingiverse. Just basically a replacement, and the only difference is instead of it being, how can I get this for you so you can see? Instead of it being all the way round, same thickness from this side all the way to that side, it gets thin right there. So the throttle cable has a taper up to full diameter, and so this should soften the throttle response just a little bit right off the bottom, which would be nice. And then these are just whatever was the cheapest sprocket. I'm not gonna lie, they're new. I'm not gonna ride the bike that much, so it should be plenty good enough. I don't even know what this is. Sunstar? Is that what it is? I don't know. It's that part number if you're interested. Done. Again, JC Sprockets. This is a 53 tooth. So we'll see how this goes on. I heard that there might be a little bit of a problem with clearance with the 53. And this is I believe, a 13. The last two digits are 13, so I'm pretty sure this is a 13. That's what I ordered. It's supposed to be stock, so whatever stock is. And then I went with the 53, and this should slow down the bike a little bit. I just find that I'm having to shift into first gear all the time. Even when I'm like riding around the field around the house, it's just like I have to shift down into first to make corners. I mean, I guess I could ride the clutch, but I should be able to just shift down. And this should slow it down just enough to where I can keep it in second gear is the goal. And then have first gear actually be, slow. And this is the 520 chain that goes with it. It's a sealed O-ring chain. I don't know if it's any good. Again, was the cheapest that I could find. That was an O-ring. So I got from Fort 9 is where I got all these parts from. I've gotten all my parts from there so far. Not this one. This is an hour meter. Got that from Amazon. I will install this eventually. It's just super handy because I don't know what I'm looking for. Don't know how I can tell the difference between the parts or whatever. And so I just put in the bike year model, and it only shows me the parts that fit my bike. So really handy that way. In any case, that's what we have. Let's start with the chains and sprockets. I was just about to take this chain apart, and I noticed that this is Masterlink is on what I would think would be backwards, right? Open end towards the engine. I am not going to reinstall it that way. I'm going to install it with a closed end towards the engine, so that way as the chain is going through there, and if there's any junk up in the front sprocket stuck up there, it's not going to try and push this clip off, right, it's going to be pushing it on. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Which way do you put your master link? Okay, so I believe, as you saw, took the rear tire off, took the tire off the rim. The tube has definitely has some age, and then some green goo came out of it. So I'm just going to pump it up and test it again now that it's out, and then install the new, well, tire that's new to me. I mean, looks basically brand new. One side has been cut, but yeah, be much better than that. So do that, then I'll change the sprocket, put it back on the bike, and then deal with the chain. So, it's about a month later. I've ridden the bike a couple times with the new chains and sprockets. Everything's working really good. Haven't had any problems. Shouldn't. The sprocket went on and the chain. No problem. It is a little tight for clearance with the guide down here, but it did go on. I had to take one link out of the chain. But yeah, so still running great. I think I went out for a last ride today. It's getting pretty cold outside. The snow's about to fly, and it's time to winterize. I don't know what really needs to be done to this thing to winterize it. I mean, I thought it was just to put some fuel stabilizer in it. I mean, since it's injected, is there like a fuel shut off somewhere? The only thing I'm worried about is like, the pump getting gunked up or something along that line, so that, I just want to be able to start it next spring. So drop a comment below what you would do to winterize your bikes. But other than that, sprocket went on great. I didn't end up doing the clutch in this video, but I will do that one in another video sometime when I get time to edit it. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.